The big story on Action News tonight is the impeachment inquiry. A whistleblower's complaint about President Trump's communications with Ukraine was delivered to Capitol Hill late this afternoon. This after lawmakers this morning got their first look at the White House transcripts of that phone call back in July. The conversation is at the center of the inquiry launched by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. The document revealed that Trump repeatedly pressed the president of Ukraine to investigate former Vice President Joe Biden and his son. The president spoke on that inquiry within the hour.
I fully support transparency on the so-called whistleblower information, even though it was supposedly secondhand information, but also insist on transparency from Joe Biden and his son Hunter.
Joe Biden called the conversation a threat to our national security, saying, "It's a tragedy for this country that our president put personal politics above his sacred oath." Senator Pat Toomey said today that while the conversation about Biden was inappropriate, it does not rise to the level of an impeachable offense. And so what happens now? Well, impeaching a president involves a number of congressional maneuvers, both in the House and in the Senate. It's a complex procedure, and Sarah Bloomquist is here to break it down for us. Sarah.
Well, Rick, the Constitution allows Congress to remove presidents if they commit treason, bribery, or high crimes and misdemeanors. In the Federalist Papers, Alexander Hamilton described high crimes and misdemeanors as those offenses which proceed from the misconduct of public men, or, in other words, from the abuse or violation of some public trust. Here's what you need to know about how the impeachment process will now work.
The Speaker of the House has authorized 6 House committees to investigate Trump for impeachable offenses. Those committees are gathering evidence, holding hearings. They're going to send their strongest cases to the Judiciary Committee. That committee will have the role of drafting possible articles of impeachment and voting on whether to send them to the full House for a final vote. If a majority of the House, which is controlled by Democrats, approve those charges, the president is impeached, which is the equivalent of an indictment. Then the whole process moves to the Senate, which is supposed to hold a trial. Each side chooses lawyers to make their case. Chief Justice John Roberts would preside, and the senators would act as the jury. It would take 2/3 of the Senate, 67 votes, to convict and remove President Trump from office. That would mean at least 20 Republican senators would have to vote to convict, which looks unlikely right now. Only 2 presidents have ever been impeached, Andrew Johnson in 1868 and Bill Clinton in 1998. Both survived trial in the Senate and stayed in office. Richard Nixon also faced impeachment. He resigned in 1974 when it was clear the House would impeach and the Senate was almost certain to convict.
Now that you have a better idea of how impeachment works, we want to hear from you. Log on to 6abc.com/poll to answer the following question. Do you think the details of President Trump's call supports a case for impeachment?